Hello, artful kids. Today we're going to create a clay lollipop. And this project is inspired by an artist called Wayne Thiebaud. He was a pop artist who is famous for his paintings of yummy treats such as lollipops, candies, cakes, pies, and ice cream, and a lot more. We'll learn more about him in class if we haven't already. I have some great videos all about him and more of his artwork to see. So this is what we're going to create today, a clay lollipop with a spiral. We're going to create a spiral with a little stick on the end. So let's get started. So we're going to have a piece of clay like this, and the first thing we need to do is just start stretching and pulling it out. We're going to make kind of a long piece that we're going to roll up and spiral later. So we just need to really work hard on stretching this piece out. I'm trying to keep it nice and even so that we don't get any one spot that's getting pulled out too far or too thin. So just working up and down, nice and even, rolling it when you need to, rolling it, and smoothing it out when you need to as well. All right, we're just gonna keep working on that. And you want to try to keep it as thick as your thumb. You don't want this whole round piece. You don't want it too thin. And if you start getting any little cracks in it, just add a little bit of water and try to smooth the cracks out. Little bumps are okay. We're going to smooth all that later. But if you get places that's starting to crack, just add a little bit of water. Remember, when we add water, just one finger dip at a time. No handfuls, just a little finger dip at a time. We're going to keep rolling it till it's about the size of our mat here. When it's the size from one corner of the mat to the other corner of the mat, then that's about the size we need. So you're just going to keep working. All right, and then when it's the right size, then we're going to start putting it into a spiral. And this is the really tricky part. So we're just going to start bending it in. And you might get some little cracks as you go, but we're going to fix that later. So yeah, just try to smooth out the cracks if it's starting to crack a little bit. But we're just going to roll it into each other, creating a little spiral. Rolling, rolling. And then on the end, we're just gonna smooth it down. Pat it down a little bit. Smooth it out. All right, and then from here, we're gonna take our slip. The slip is just kind of the muddy little water that we have on our table. And just using one, no more than 2 fingers at a time, just dipping it into the water there, and then we're gonna smooth out our lollipop. Any place that has any little cracks or bumps, we're just gonna work on smoothing that out. And take your time, making it nice and smooth. I want you to work on this for a little while. Like I said before, remember, you don't take a whole handful. You just dip 1 finger, 2 fingers at the very most in the water. And we're just going to keep smoothing that up till you're happy with that. All right, and I think that's ready to go. I'm pretty happy with that. So now I'm gonna get a pop stick. I'm gonna help you out with this, and we're gonna stick it in the middle. And our pop stick is not gonna stay there for now. We're just going to create the hole because when we put it in the kiln to cook, we can't have the wood in there. So we're gonna pull that back out, but just making sure we make that nice little hole there. And that's about it. Now we're gonna let it dry for 2 weeks and then put it in the kiln. Then after that, we'll paint them. All right, have fun.